Good day. My name is Japie from Westhuizen. I'm General Manager of the South African Studbook and Animal Improvement Association. I would like to just brief you a little bit about what we are, Studbook, and the services rendered by SA Studbook. Now, Studbook was founded in 1905, so in this year, in 2019, we will be 114 years old or in existence. In effect, Studbook is a non-profit organization, an association of breeder societies. So we're basically owned by the breeder societies, but we're also registered in terms of the South African Animal Improvement Act. So as a, call it a legal body that is responsible for the recording and improvement, genetic improvement of livestock and other animals, also companion animals. Around 81%, that's 60 breeder societies in South Africa make use of the services of SA Studbook. So obviously Studbook is then the major role player by far in the context of Southern Africa in terms of animal recording and also improvement, not just genetic improvement, but also improvement through better management practices. What's also important from a Studbook perspective is that we are internationally recognizable and we adhere to international norms and standards. Therefore, Studbook has been a member of the International Committee for Animal Recording for many years, and Studbook is also proud to say that we comply to the norms and guidelines as set out by that international body, and we have the body's certificate of quality. So all our services, each and every service, all our systems, the calculations in our systems and the genetic evaluation of all the services linked to that is certified by ICAR. What's also important is that Studbook, like I have said, is a body of breeder societies. So the breeder societies amongst themselves pick the executive council of Studbook at the annual general meeting, and I, as general manager, have to report to EXCO, the executive committee. I also then manage. I have 4 managers of the different divisions in Studbook. Obviously, the core of that would be animal recording services. So there's a manager for animal recording services reporting to me. Then there's a manager for animal genetic and advisory services, obviously stemming from the recording of animals. You can then do genetic evaluation based on those traits and properties that's been recorded, and obviously services need to be rendered as far as that is concerned. Then the supporting 2 supporting units, IT, so that's the computer systems and information technology. There's a manager for that, and then support services in terms of finance and human resources. So basically a very flat structure, a cheaper structure, so that you don't have to participants in the system, they know what the value of their money would be if they pay for services for SA Studbook. Just to again emphasize the importance of Studbook in the context of the South African animal breeding and genetics environment. Studbook, like I said, is basically involved with the recording and improvement of animals. So we would like to record the right things correctly, so that those participating in the services of Studbook can trust the services and know that they can use the results from calculations from these recordings correctly in their different breeding systems, whether it be production animals or whether it is companion animals that are recorded. So it obviously starts with the births, reproduction and parentage recording. That needs to be correct. The ownership and trade of animals. This has got a legal implication that you need to, for example, you cannot record the birth of an animal if you don't have access to the mating with a sire. you had to either own the sire, loan the sire, or it needed to be an artificially insemination where the sire has been registered as such. Then also obviously the recording of physical properties of animals and other properties of animals that you can observe on the animal. This is obviously very important to breeder societies who set minimum standards and norms and base their breed standards on that. That's also been recorded, and that is obviously very helpful also in the genetic evaluation of animals based on that. Then obviously various aspects of production recording, and especially production recording that affects the efficiency of production, but also product quality. So just as an example, in the dairy industry, the milk samples taken also reflect the quality of the milk. The same with the wool in the wool industry or the fiber industry, as well as in beef cattle production, where the product quality is becoming more and more important, carcass features or traits, and also meat quality as such. And then also culling reasons and so forth is being used in analysis, so that one can actually know what the value of an animal is as a parent or as a potential parent for the next generation. In this regards, in a nutshell, Stadboek is the only organization that adheres to all the requirements of the individual breeders and the breeder societies, in the sense that Stadboek also has an in-house research and development team, product development team, and it's the only one that's being directly paid by its members. So that obviously the breed societies can set the pace, and the importance of those properties and traits that needs to be researched, and the products coming forth from that can then directly be applied in the industry. That makes Stadboek a very unique organization or body just doing that. And this also then opens up the possibilities for individual breeder societies to concentrate on their real business, the core business of setting breeding objectives and standards for their breed, so that they know that they can ensure their place in the marketplace, and also to enhance the production efficiency. Obviously reproduction is included of their animals. Also even pet owners, Stadboek renders services to dog and horse owners, even the breeding of horses and dogs, the same would apply in that case. In terms of genomic selection, Stadboek has set the pace in South Africa. There's no other body in South Africa rendering genomic selection services. Stadboek has rolled this out at this stage for 3 beef breeds and 3 dairy breeds. And obviously those breeders benefit, and those breeder societies benefit from the services that Stadboek renders in that regards. We also boast by the fact that we have a 100% uptime of our computer system. It's never been down. Obviously there's maintenance sometimes here and there, but no other body, South African body, can boast about that as well as we can do that. So that is important. A very easy user interface called Logix, that's 24/7 available for users, and accessible, and reports that's being generated from the system adhere to international standards, like I've said, and also the needs and wants of the individual users, and especially the breeder societies. That's things like sales catalogs, other reports that's needed by the individual breeder societies. Stadboek also has a very unique service. We own a company called Stemma Animalia that renders secretarial services to those breeder societies who do not want to do their own secretarial services, and that include all office services, communication with breeders or their members, the whole financial service in terms of creditors and debtors, payments of accounts, setting up meetings, minutes of meetings, and so forth. So it's a complete service. Or a society can make use of part of those services if they want to. So just in conclusion, Stadboek has a proven record of over 114 years. We are keeping up with the pace of science. It's important for us to, we're a service organization, so it's important for us that our members get the full benefit of the services that Stadboek renders, and that they can focus on their core reason for being there, and also to ensure their space in the marketplace. We also have our feet on the ground with technical advisors getting at farm level, and also our scientists being part of breeder societies council meetings, or if they have the luxury of a technical or a breed advisory committee, that we are also part of those bodies. Stadboek's services are very flexible. It's very interesting that breeder societies can have differences of opinion on how they fit into the marketplace, and then Stadboek is flexible enough to adapt our systems and the way we calculate things to assist those societies to adhere to their own goals. Thank you very much for your attention. It's really been a pleasure talking to you about the major body in the South African and Southern African context influencing the genetic evaluation, not just genetic evaluation, but also the genetic improvement of livestock for production efficiency, also the breeding of companion animals in the South African sphere. Thank you for your attention.